Welcome back, folks, to Sir Dupree Let's Play. Sir Dupree's Let's Play. Oh, that's my ammo on the bottom right. Wow. What the heck is wrong with me? Let's see. Can I sell... Yeah. I can sell this junk. Neat. I now have money. Awesome, awesome. Figuring this game out. Like I don't need that anymore. I don't know. I don't know if I need this. I know I don't need two of those. Is that the weight? Sell value is 1.5. 18. Sun value. I know I don't need less revolvers than what I have. So, yeah. Tab, let's go to our inventory, our guns. Let's put on the stun baton. What's that thing on the bottom right? Oh, it needs to be repaired. Okay. So, go here. Awesome. Okay. Figured it out. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, it's a good thing I did go back here. To pick up some and heavy ammo. Much needed heavy ammo. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Figuring this game out. I'm still very bad at it. I still wish I was using a controller. Can I use my controller? I don't know. My controller sucks. I probably need to buy a new controller to use it. Oh, I can switch between them pretty easily. That's really cool. Alright, let's go. Let's go to my journal. What's a fistful of digits? If I do that, will that show me where these guys are? Okay. It will. Okay, J. I want to do that one first. Which one? Is this one close? Come on, let's go do that one. That one interests me. Alright, kill those marauders. Luckily, enemies don't respawn or people don't, walk around, like in real life. Or they're like, I'm gonna walk around because I'm a big dork. Alright. Let's go get this book this guy wants burnt. It's probably a communist manifesto knowing this game. Oh my gosh. Look how pretty that is. Aurora Borealis up the Borealis. You know what I mean. You get in there. That was a waste of bullets.
Be right there.
Forget it. Can't be that good. Are those some marauders?
Here we go! Nice one!
happy she's here, telling me when I did it. Because I might never know. Alright. Pickpocket, got more heavy ammo, much needed. Big cartridges, more heavy ammo. Knew I killed someone over here. Some blue over here. Another mag pack, which is good for stealing stuff. Which, since, you know, I'm a hero, that is my middle name. Another stupid telescoping staff. Nobody needs. Melee. For people who are better at me than me. Ooh, look at that soap. Weird thing about me, I love nice soaps. Alright, look at the messages. Available from... We must disagree with you with your theories of the Earth's place in colon. Sadly, I appreciate the board. New Frontier will believe. Holocron. Well, the government will follow the pieces amongst Earth's reactor wasn't around. Trade and settle. Of course, this is the heart of the real adventures, independent spirit, humankind. I think wrong though. Discovery of the skip drive was not what the Earth power of corporations. High cost, great war left weakened state. Awesome, awesome. This is easier than I thought so far. Can't take a shower or a poop. Collector's letter. Meaning it's a sham. Corporate ordered me to relocate to the Edgewater Cannery. Effective immediately. It's a sham. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop. The community center, selling memorabilia, but the scripture tells us all things happen for a reason. Work, fortified spirit and all. You can't bear to part with it. Don't want the books to be molded. Counterbound locker. I stashed them away in a cave across the river. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess we're going to a cave, and where there's caves, there's monsters. Why do people keep things on... Why? Who would do this? Is that better than what I have? For 9. There we go. Look at my character. Sunflower looks so cute. You know, the only thing I'm sad at is you can't change your, like...
Yeah, huh?
Let's see. See, I can't... One thing, I don't know why, but I like playing dress up with my characters. There's one thing I find super fun about all the other games you play, you know? Like the Baldur's Gates, you can like dress them up and make them look all pretty and stuff. Alright, let's go do that. Let's run. Let's go to a cave. Probably has a lot of those stupid monsters in it. Killed all the marauders here. Alright. Don't know what happens up there though. We're gonna murder some people today. Most of them don't talk, so they're not really people, because that's how this game works, to make me feel like less than a murderer. Even though I am. Even though I am. Even though I...
Here we go. Nice hit. Got 'em all.
I wish right click was the thing where I actually, you know, hit people. I did much better that time. I feel like less of a dummy. Less of a dummy though. There has to be more stuff here at the wreck. Yeah, I got a model spaceship. You know, when you play games like this, you just wonder why they don't just give you money, you know? I mean, yeah, I guess it's more realistic that I find a bunch of weird junk lying around, like model spaceships and toys and stuff. But still, just give me the money. Why put in the extra steps? Alright. Oh, look at that water. You know, when I was a kid playing video games, you dream of playing a game with awesome looking water. I thought there'd be a monster of some kind in here. No monster so far. Okay. Alright, that was more effective than I gave it credit for. Ooh, a necklace. Weapon part. Some Tarmac and cheese. Some random things to help me steal better. Awesome, I have the right stuff to steal.
Nice.
Level 4! Awesome. Kind of want better hacking. Yeah, let's put more in hack. Up to 50. More in dialogue. I want to be better at hacking. More leadership. There we go. Pick a perk. Unlock fast travel when encumbered. That seems like a good idea. New perk at every level. Be faster at walking. Be more healthy is probably not a bad idea. Increase my carrying capacity is probably not a bad idea. So many things. Make that better. Yeah. There we go. Now I have 25% max on that. Okay. Journal. Turn to the victor. I'm gonna go back. I'll do that. Okay. Let's go deliver this jerk's message. Only walk 25% faster. Ooh, a volcano.
Down they go!
What the hell? I did not expect that. Oh, man. Woo! That sucked. That sucked a lot. And go there. And I wanted... Gotta remember to use it this time. Do I want to try to get revenge? No, I do not. Those guys didn't seem that interesting anyways. That sucked. I don't like dying. Alright.
Shh.
What's over here? At least I'm saving here. This Primal's kicked my butt. Another boa. I'm almost embarrassed how bad they kicked my butt. Okay, so I believe I am now...
Wish I could do that.
Oh, what happened here? Plasma rifle. Oh, neat. I don't know what that does, but this still does a lot more damage. These per second. All right. Okay. I wonder what the benefit of sleep is. After sneaking parts of the intersector for a couple days, I finally have everything I need to build my own flying death machine. However, upon close inspection, it's not like the board would. User mechanics, custom everything, would have modular mechanicals. A few hours, things are coming together, but I still don't have the exact science. For instance, one of the memory processing core, which I installed it, removed it. Few seems to stop buzzing. Things run every week. I'll remove that later. Learn. Okay. Is that your flying death machine? That guy is very murdered. I wonder where your flying death machine is. A lot of people here are already dead. Bunch of nanners. And I think that's everything here. Did I kill these people? I don't remember. I don't remember killing people. Maybe I did. Take all their stuff. I take all the stuff. I take all the stuff. I take all the stuff. Give me your things. I'm a hero. I get to take it. I am the hero of the story. I get to take all your stuff. Okay. One thing I like is how bad everyone is. I mean, those Marauders just go down easy. I don't have to kill more of those primal thingamajiggers. And there we go. I am at the Botanical Labs. Alright.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Who's talking to me? Are you the one talking to me?
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I look for Adelaide. Need some
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Fair enough.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
You probably don't. Yeah, I got shot in the space.
Explains why you're still yammering on at me. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Alright. I'll give it
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Don't worry, I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
I got questions about
I'll
her.
tell you what I can.
How old do you know
Well,
her?
enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Yeah.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
And if
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Little ways ago, she was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Alright.
What is
it?
it?
I think that's enough information. As I walk around with my assault rifle out. I wonder what sleeping does. Alright, don't steal their stuff.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Okay, Stefan got supplies. Are you Stefan?
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Where's Zoe's apartment?
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
That is a weird place for him to be. A bug, if you will. Oh, that's Thomas.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no. I'm just along with this lady here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
I'll give you a couple
I'll
pointers.
take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Didn't I find one of those already?
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Don't I already have one? Yeah.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
I'll let you know if I find the others.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Did I want to
What's
ask
on
you
your
something?
mind?
How long have you lived
Couple
here?
months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
Yeah, that's a good
We
question.
all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... oh, this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Let's see. Don't have any mods. Don't have any mods. Have any mods? Can I tinker? Let's repair. I guess he breaks some down. Break it down. Got a hunting rifle? There we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Everything's repaired. Oh, my armor's not repaired. That is repair you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If I'm ever in a town like this, I hope I have a name. I'm just not dude. You know? These others don't even have a name. Only people who matter have names in this town. Only people who matter.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Yeah.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Yeah.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
That's not good.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You'll have a comeback cannon, that's about it. Reed.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip him out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Yeah, I just want to fix my ship.
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Oh, yeah, I guess I don't.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Yeah, what happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I consider
I
it.
trust you will listen to your conscience.
What do you think? You have a...
Something you need? He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
That boy's head over heels in
I'm
love with
just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him. That's on account of how I never met her.
you. Yeah,
It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much.
I already did this part.
She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her.
Alright, we already got stuck in there. Alright, fine. Now I have a choice to make. I don't like choices. Where am I in my journal? Let's find Zoe's home. Which one is Zoe's home? Let's go search for clues. Search for clues. Huh, it's a chicken. I saw it was gonna be a space chicken or something.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
Ooh, I want some steak.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Is she acting strange?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Yeah, I agree.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial, Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Oh man.
Hey, I got time.
Is there anything else?
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Buy a beanie? I don't know what the restricted stock is. Let's get rid of this junk. I can buy, yeah. I don't know. Something tells me I should buy it. Okay. Alright, I don't know. There has to be a use for it. Has to be.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Why are you in Zoe's house? Paige, that's it. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'am. I don't know why I'm writing this down for Pastor, but I always hated cannery. I don't know why I hate Vale so much. Everyone's sick. Got a little too much adrenaline times. I treat myself with. I don't know. Okay. Why is that deserter in here? Today's the day. Zoe, today's the day you take your testing in your hand. Grace, talk about the Marauders' threat. Free to begin on the Mills war. Probably mounted head. Warning folks like me. I've been tucking away I've got some spare cans. Everyone loves adrenaline time. Even Marauders, right? I got odds those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle. Oh no. She wants to be a bandit queen. That's pretty dumb. Alright, let's go find this stupid girl. Sheesh, dummy. Alright.
What is it?
It's kids these days. Delusions of grandeur, am I right? Bandit queen. What if it worked? That'd be kind of neat. There we go. I like the energy weapon a lot. Energy weapon, super fun. Super fun! Alright, you were the lookout person, right? You're the thug. Where's the lookout person? There we go. Junk to sell. Did I grab your stuff? I need faster walking speed. I bought that stuff too. I feel like a dummy. That sound.
You took one down!
Something there.
Here we go!
Get them all?
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Well, now you know one. Yourself, milady. Okay. Need more energy weapon. It's awesome. More energy weapon, more ammo. I didn't even use my Q thing yet, did I? What?
Huh?
Everyone all right?
Where is...
Ah, no encore?
Oh, found her.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Okay. You sound, or possibly unscrewed.
Only thing unscrewed around here is the head of that marauder you took down. Never seen moves like that outside my serial dramas. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying.
How are you alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and
That's not what I
unknowable.
meant.
Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, it must be my natural charisma. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
Alright. Something else, actually?
I've got all the time in Halcyon.
You definitely do.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
What about Stefan?
Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Mass Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Alright. Did I get anything cool? Okay. Let's see if I got any better weapons. Nope. Any better armor? This stuff is pristine. Ooh. I am gonna be encumbered soon, aren't I? How heavy is that? 15? I need to sell some stuff. Alright, let's go look around. Okay, this better be good.
You trying to get us all in trouble?
Hey, Matt.
What do you think you're doing? Do what you want, I guess.
Why does she care what I'm doing? That was weird. Last night there's nothing but marauders I've seen here. Okay. There we go. I like stealing. I like taking things. Ooh, fun game. I'm in trouble with the marauders? I don't understand. I'm still confused. Is it because of Spencer's Choice stuff? Ooh, okay. I don't know why I didn't think of shooting them before. Sometimes I'm a dummy. That is for sure. Okay. There we go, more energy cells. Oh man. All I know is I want what's in there. Suit Delore. It's most likely junk. Alright, I guess I did everything I can in this stupid podunk town. Oh wait, there's one more door. Maybe that has what I'm looking for.
Easy.
Ooh. I'm actually farther away now. All right. This is what I picked up, right? Am I encumbered? I am. Or I'm about to be. Oh. Can I... I can fast travel to Edgewater? Neat! Fast travel! Super fun. I'll go J. Where's that other journal? It's in here? Vending machine? Where's that vending machine? There you are. Looking all vending. Let's get rid of some stuff. Well, Z. Yeah, I don't use any of this, and this is just heavy. Sell. I don't know. But I should keep some of those things. Some armor mod. Alright. How am I doing? I'm already... It's on the other side of this thing?
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Who's Philip Granger? I'm guessing you're the...
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
Will do.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Okay. Shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines.
Oh, that's rude.
Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
We're gonna arrest the corpse?
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Yeah.
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
That seems fair enough. Alright. Almost done with 2 quests. That's what I like finishing, you know, quests. And walking faster. Alright, where is the other one? You found the second one? The cannery? Have I been to the cannery? Or is that the one I found? It says vending machine. Okay. Oh yeah, let's do that one. Where is that jerk?
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Nothing I can do about that.
Nope. Nothing at all.
I need to talk to you.
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
You asked me.
Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting. Sweet life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got. You're wringing the blood out of me.
Yep.
Here, you can have whatever's in my pockets.
Nice. Does she want to talk to me?
I've got some time. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living. Technically, I'm employed.
Alright.
Something you need?
Oh, nothing at all. Okay. Frame engineered. You found the first one. Oh, the revolve when she was working shifts at the cannery. Alright, where am I supposed to go for this one? I don't know.
A friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still.
I don't know. Well, that's the best. I am weak. I need to wear a weak person's clothing. That's just too heavy. It's 615? Yeah.
Ain't past it.
At least you got your health.
All right. Break down. I have two asthma rifles. And can I modify anything? I can't believe all this time I don't have any mods. There we go. Might as well. Now it's better the silver tongue. Let's see. Oh, I can steal from you. I can just take stuff from this place. Nice. Thought it might be here.
If you're hungry, I could open up a can of something.
There we go. Prepare stuff.
Oh, you like flowers? I can't find many kinds around here.
They're pretty. They're pretty. Okay. Alright. I don't know where it's at. I thought it might be there. Oh well. Journal. Yeah. Let's do that.
Wish we had some better rations.
Me too. Returning quests. That's the whole point of the game. Oh, I was not sitting down this time.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Alright, I got a book right here.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Overreacting? Do you have any idea how many years I spent in... No. You couldn't possibly know, could you? I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Oh, poor guy.
Baconu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death. The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my penitentiary term. left many an opponent bleeding in the prison yard. Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Why not?
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
TNO makes the best gear for your companions. You can? How do I do that? Oh crap! Increase my engineering skill. More skill, yeah. Nice. There we go. Behaviors, interesting. Yeah, I bet that's in their companions. Okay. Look at that. Even more so. Nice. 2 more points. Probably get better. A little bit better at guns. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go some journaling. Quests. Let's see. See if I can find more of these jerks. Lugwood Miller. Alright, see if I can find the other person who's in town. Before we look for Ludwig, gotta get those fees.
Something got you down? No?
Nothing.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
I'm not falling sick.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Merciful law. Is that a marauder's outfit? I don't want you wandering into my shop wearing something you've lifted off a corpse. Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
If I can punch him.
Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
That's so nice of you.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
All right. Let's do a little transition to the Phil region. Huh, what a cute little manta queen. Maybe I should get better at stealth, become a ninja, instead of a person who talks. Alright, let's talk to Silas, see what he says.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room. That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Look.
Where are we headed?
Alright. Something on the outside? Are there marauders back here? What the heck is this? Oh, this is the dockyard that they're talking so much about. That is a lot of experience points.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses.
I'm sorry,
You
sir.
ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
What?
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
I do not want you talking
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. So tuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
All right.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
All right. Whatever. Guess I have to extort this jerk guy. Feels kind of bad about it, though. All right, let's see.
Abernathy's chipper today. Guess he wasn't plagued.
Separation shot himself. This is bad. Company's gonna call what it is. Someone has to pay for enterprise and run out, so I think. Pawn off his teeth. Full set of gold teeth, heirlooms, process body, rest to the ground. What you think? Don't write back. Wait.
What can I do for you?
Sounds like you got...
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? You may think that, but the tidiness of my fellow worker is my responsibility. Alive or otherwise. Whether you're showing up to work or going to that great cannery in the sky, it's my job to make you look like a million bits.
Yeah.
You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Yeah,
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with the suicide.
Sheesh. Must be expensive. The only way. Let's go talk to Silas and then end this. Take a break. I have to interview William Hung. Which should be fun. Which should be fun. Okay, let's talk to the gravedigger.
Gravedigging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
Oh, hey-oh!
You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? Yeah?
Let's see.
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem is the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Alright, that's enough for now. Finish the sign, we got our companion. Everything's looking good. Everything's coming up Millhouse.